Hey, so it has happened in the past sometimes that people would comment on my videos and ask for sheet music for the solos I play, which first off, I'm super humbled and honored by. And if you're watching this, you're probably a musician yourself, and so you can understand how good it feels that someone not only appreciates what you're doing, but so much so that they actually want to learn how to do it themselves. So that is great. What is not so great is up until this moment, I have always had to say no, because I have this habit of deleting everything once I'm done, right? And so if someone would ask for sheet music to a solo which I published maybe 2 months prior, I just wouldn't have those files, and so I would just say, hey, sorry, I don't have those any longer. But since more than a few people have asked for this, I thought, hey, maybe I can start to incorporate that into my workflow. So from this moment on, I'm gonna keep all the MIDI files for my recordings. Then I need to quantize them, because here's the thing, as good as I like to think that I play on the videos that I publish, at least the takes that make it onto that final cut, right? Because let's not talk about the afternoon that I spend trying to get a good take, leaving that aside, but what makes it into the final video is usually, you know, pretty much on time. But at the same time, if you zoom in real tight, you will see that everything I play is either happening a little too early or a little too late. And that is perfectly normal, because guess what? I'm a human being, right? So we are not robots. As well as we can play, it'll never be precisely perfect to the fraction of a millisecond, even for the greatest out there. So nothing wrong with that. That's the human feel. That's what makes music enjoyable. But that doesn't work very well if you're converting that MIDI into sheet music, because sheet music doesn't care about that, right? Sheet music doesn't go, oh, he's very close to the start of the bar here. Let's just quantize that to the beginning of the bar so that we can actually have something that makes sense, that people can actually read and play to. So for instance, let's say if this was the bar and I was playing a little ahead of the bar, or from your perspective, yes, it's a little ahead of the bar, then when I convert that into sheet music, I'm gonna have a very short note, one of those with like 20,000 of those horizontal lines placed before the beginning of the bar, even though the note should start here. So in other words, it's gonna be a complete and utter mess. Not usable by any means. So I'm gonna keep the MIDI, I'm gonna quantize it perfectly to fit the grid so that I can then convert it into sheet music for you to use. That is a little bit of work, let alone having to re-record older solos, which I don't have the files anymore, and then quantizing that. So I'm telling you this because since it requires a sometimes considerable amount of extra work on my side, it could be argued to be fair that this extra feature is only reserved for people who actually are supporting the channel in some fashion. And so I've given it some thought, and I decided to add this as a perk to my channel membership. At the basic level, so that's the Super Shredder level, because, you know, I think if anybody joins at that level, I'm still super thankful, right? So it's not just the basic level, it's the Super Shredder level. But that's just $3 a month, and you get access to a ton of perks, plus sheet music and MIDI files for every solo that I record from this moment on. And then I will also re-record older solos if people request them. So suppose you wanted to have the sheet music to my rendition of Carpenter Brute's Tracy Zoo, looking for Tracy Zoo rather, that's the title of the song. Well, join first, right? And then shoot me a comment on this video. Just tell me which solo you would like to have sheet music to. And I'll do these once a month. So once a month, I will sit down, make the time, figure out what the heck I was playing. And believe me, I just did this for Avenger by Perturbator. I literally spent a full Sunday morning just watching my old video and trying to figure out what the heck I was playing there, trying to use my ears, trying to watch my fingers on screen to see which notes I'm actually playing, re-record the solo, quantize it, and then turn that MIDI into sheet music. So whichever solos you guys would like to have sheet music to, those are going to be the ones that actually provide you that sheet music for. So yeah, I hope I was able to make my point there. I hope you don't think of me as a greedy bastard, but you know, this is something that I didn't sign up for, right, when I started this channel. I just want to come up with these solos, play them, have fun. That's the fun part, right? I'm enjoying this. This is my passion. Hopefully it does something for people too. Sitting down and re-recording old stuff and quantizing it and turning it into sheet music, that's not exactly a fun process. I'm still happy to do it because I'm super honored, right? Like I said at the beginning, I'm super honored that people would even ask for that. So that's a huge honor. The process itself is not so much fun. And so all things considered, this is taking some time and I'm not enjoying that time very much. So I think this extra perk should be provided to people who actually joined at any membership level, starting from the basic Super Shredder level for $3 a month. That being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video next week. Take care.